Just after dawn in Manila, headlines blazed. U.S. President signs landmark $2.5 billion defense bill for the Philippines. This was more than news. It was a declaration of a new era. In government offices and newsrooms, the announcement sparked relief and urgent debate. Diplomats and generals quickly weighed in. What would this mean for the region's future? The law, the Philippines Security Enhancement Act, is the largest U.S. military aid package for the Philippines in decades. It signals a deepening alliance, sending a message to both Manila and Beijing. For Filipinos, who've watched their fishermen harassed and Coast Guard blocked, this was personal, a hope for real change. In Washington, rare bipartisan unity underscored the gravity of the Indo-Pacific situation. The president's message was clear. The U.S. stands shoulder to shoulder with its oldest Asian ally. The Philippines Secretary of National Defense called it a game changer, promising a new era of military modernization. The conversation shifted. How will this aid be used? What new capabilities will it bring? The world was watching as the alliance prepared to navigate the treacherous waters of the 21st century. This was not just about money or hardware, it was about shifting the balance of power. The story of this alliance was just beginning a bold new chapter. What is the Philippines Security Enhancement Act? It's a 5-year, $2.5 billion U.S. commitment to modernize the Philippine military. The law targets key vulnerabilities, outdated equipment, weak maritime security, and limited interoperability with allies. It's not a blank check. Funds are earmarked for patrol boats, surveillance aircraft, and coastal defense systems. The goal: empower the Philippines to defend its territory and deter coercion. For the U.S., this is about more than one ally. It's a strategic investment in Indo-Pacific stability. The Philippines' location makes it a linchpin in the regional security network. The law comes amid escalating South China Sea tensions, moving the alliance from words to action. It's a tangible commitment to the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. The aid transforms a historic partnership into a dynamic, forward-looking security collaboration. It's about regional peace, not just bilateral defense. The timing is no accident. Recent incidents have made the need urgent. By modernizing the AFP, the U.S. and Philippines are building a stronger, more resilient alliance. This law is a pivotal moment, setting the stage for a new era of cooperation. The stakes for both nations and the region have never been higher. The urgency behind this law is rooted in the West Philippine Sea. Filipino fishermen are chased from their own waters. The Coast Guard faces relentless harassment from Chinese vessels. These aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a campaign to assert control over Philippine territory. Dramatic footage shows Chinese ships using water cannons and lasers against Philippine boats near Second Thomas Shoal. The BRP Sierra Madre, a grounded ship manned by Filipino Marines, has become a symbol of national resolve. Despite a 2016 International Tribunal ruling in Manila's favor, China has ignored the law and militarized artificial islands. This gray zone strategy keeps tensions high, just below open conflict. The Philippines is outmatched in size and resources, turning every resupply mission into a test of will. Diplomatic protests have been ignored. The standoff is now a challenge to international law and regional stability. The crisis has forced Manila and Washington to act decisively. The new defense law is a direct response to this escalating threat. It's about survival, sovereignty, and upholding the rule of law. The stakes are nothing less than the future of the region. The $2.5 billion aid package is set to transform the armed forces of the Philippines. For decades, the AFP focused on internal threats. Now, the priority is external defense. The funding accelerates the Horizon 3 modernization program, building credible deterrence at sea and in the air. New patrol vessels, surveillance drones, and coastal radar systems will boost maritime awareness. Anti-ship missiles and coastal defense systems will raise the stakes for any aggressor. Training and joint exercises with U.S. forces will ensure the AFP can use new equipment effectively. Professional military education will develop the next generation of leaders. The 5-year structure allows for long-term planning and multi-year contracts. This ends the piecemeal approach, enabling a coherent, sustainable strategy. A modern AFP means better defense of sovereignty and resources. The Philippines will be able to stand on its own terms, contributing to regional stability. This is a crucial step towards self-reliance. The transformation is underway. For the U.S., this law is a cornerstone of its Indo-Pacific strategy. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade. Freedom of navigation is a core U.S. objective. By empowering the Philippines, Washington helps safeguard these sea lanes for all. The aid package is a tangible answer to doubts about U.S. commitment. It proves the Mutual Defense Treaty is alive and relevant. Supporting the Philippines also strengthens U.S. credibility with other allies. The law is a direct response to China's growing assertiveness. It's not about containing China, but ensuring its rise is peaceful and lawful. The act imposes costs for aggression and signals a coalition of nations standing together. Shared democratic values underpin the alliance. Supporting the Philippines is seen as defending democracy against authoritarian intimidation. The partnership is about more than security. It's about upholding a rules-based order. The alliance is stronger than ever. The message, rules, not might, should shape the future. The U.S.-Philippine relationship is one of Asia's most enduring and complex. Forged through colonization and World War II, it's built on deep cultural and personal ties. The 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty formalized the alliance, committing both nations to each other's defense. During the Cold War, U.S. bases in the Philippines were critical to regional security. Nationalism led to their closure in the 1990s, but the alliance adapted. Joint training and intelligence sharing replaced permanent bases. The Visiting Forces Agreement allowed U.S. troops to return for exercises, especially after 9/11. Despite political tensions, the partnership has proven resilient. China's assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea has brought the allies closer. The new defense law marks the alliance's most significant evolution yet. The focus is now on maritime security and territorial defense. Shared history and values are more important than ever. The alliance is ready for the challenges of the 21st century. The new U.S. law is a direct response to China's aggressive tactics in the South China Sea. China uses its Coast Guard and maritime militia to harass and intimidate, changing facts on the water without open conflict. The law gives the Philippines tools to push back: better surveillance, stronger Coast Guard, and a more credible naval presence. Transparency is key. Documenting and publicizing illegal activities makes it harder for Beijing to deny its actions. The 2016 Arbitral Tribunal ruling is the legal foundation for Manila's claims. The aid helps the Philippines enforce its rights under international law. This isn't about provoking conflict, it's about upholding peaceful dispute resolution. The law raises the costs for Chinese aggression and encourages diplomacy. It's both a military and diplomatic tool, strengthening Manila's hand. The alliance stands firm on the principle of a rules-based order. The message disputes should be settled by law, not force. The region's future depends on this stand. The world is watching. The Philippines' strategic value is undeniable. Its location at the crossroads of the South China Sea and Pacific Ocean makes it vital to regional security. The Luzon Strait near Taiwan is a key maritime choke point. The Philippines anchors the southern end of the first island chain, a natural defensive barrier for the U.S. and its allies. A strong Philippines allows rapid response to regional crises and supports U.S. presence in Asia. Proximity to Taiwan means the Philippines would be on the front line in any Taiwan Strait conflict. Expanded U.S. access to Philippine bases highlights this importance. A capable AFP is crucial for contingency planning and regional stability. The Philippines is also a founding ASEAN member and a key economic partner. Its security and prosperity are central to Southeast Asia's future. U.S. investment in Philippine defense is about more than military power. It's about shaping the Indo-Pacific's future. The alliance is a pillar of regional order. The stakes extend far beyond Manila. The $2.5 billion defense law opens a new chapter for the U.S.-Philippine alliance, full of opportunity and risk. The greatest opportunity, a modern resilient security partnership. Expect more sophisticated joint exercises with partners like Japan and Australia joining in. New equipment and training will create a cohesive national defense. Joint maritime patrols will demonstrate alliance resolve in the West Philippine Sea, but deeper ties will provoke a reaction from China. Diplomatic pressure, economic coercion and disinformation. More aggressive gray zone tactics at sea are likely. Careful diplomacy will be essential to manage these risks. Success depends on sustained commitment and effective use of aid. The U.S. must remain a reliable partner, regardless of political changes. The goal: a stable equilibrium where the Philippines can defend its interests and peace prevails. This alliance could be the cornerstone of a peaceful Indo-Pacific. The path ahead demands courage, wisdom, and resolve.